baking sustainability is not just a hot topic. We see it as an opportunity to make a difference when it comes to the planet and to the environment. We invite bakers to our booth where we will be talking about our innovative sustainability solutions to look at process optimization, clean label, extending product shelf life, as well as energy and water saving. We invite you to our booth at 3055. Visit us and listen to our solutions.
So welcome everyone, and I don't know if you're how familiar you are with the Lallemand company. You're very familiar, so maybe I can skip this slide. But basically, as you know, we've been involved in the baking industry for more than a century now. The founder of the company started the company at the end of the 19th century in Montreal, and he was servicing the local bakeries at the time. And he started the yeast production in 1923. And our current owners, the Chagnon family, they acquired the company in 1952. So it's always been a family-owned company, Lallemand. And today we focus on fermentation and biotechnologies based on yeast and bacteria and microorganisms that can be used for various applications. So we're more than 4,500 employees around the world, and we have factories that grows yeast and bacteria in various countries. Yes, we are involved in the production of baker's yeast and baking enzyme solutions, but we also are involved in many other industries, supplying our fermentation ingredients to those that are listed here. And everything we do in terms of product development and innovation is based on our company focus on fermentation. And so whether it's our baking enzymes, our baking cultures, our inactive yeast product, it all comes from our expertise in fermentation and our know-how and our understanding the composition of our ingredients. And that allows us to offer solutions to help you meet your needs in terms of process optimization, maybe sustainability or process improvement, mix time reduction, but also maybe providing you solutions to help meet the needs of your consumers in terms of clean label, fresher, tastier, maybe products and more nutritious products as well. So we really focus on the needs of industrial bakeries. And as you probably have experienced it so far, we work through a collaborative approach. That's what we really focus on, doing some partnership with our customers. And we're very flexible and responsive. So if you have any needs that suddenly appear, please don't hesitate to reach out to us, because we have the fermentation know-how, we have the baking know-how, and we can develop a solution that can be customized to your needs if our existing solutions that exist at the moment are not necessarily exactly what you need. So without any further delay, let's dive into our sustainability solutions, because at Lallemand we started like kind of a voyage in the company, not just trying to provide solutions for the bakeries, but also internally we're looking at ways to minimize our environmental footprint. And we actually had someone who was recently appointed to focus on that and help us collage all the information that we have from our various production sites. And we also started a collaboration project with two universities, so Harvard University and a university in Montreal, to try to help determine what are the parameters and how to measure our impact. And so this is something that we started recently, and we hope that can also help the industry and for them also to better measure the improvements they're doing and what are the impacts it has on the carbon footprint. And if we look at the recent market data that was published by the Innova group, we see that the sustainability has now become a mega food trend. Basically, we realize that more than 30% of the gas emissions that are being generated are related to our food industry activities, whether it's in terms of manufacturing, producing, transforming, growing, raising animals. All these have a significant impact on our gas emission. And what's happening also is that the consumers are becoming aware of this. And now they realize they can make choices that's going to impact gas emissions, so they can decide, for instance, to become a vegetarian or buy a product that has been packaged with material that are biodegradable. And so everything we do is going to be looked at carefully by consumers now, who are trying to pay attention and want to make a difference themselves. And they're going to be looking at claims. There are already starting to be some products that are labeled with special environment related topics. And so this is something that is not going to be going away, let's put it this way. And so what's our contribution at Lallemand Baking is, well, some innovations that was developed to basically reduce the usage of energy during the baking process, reduce the usage of water, and also at the same time increase your output. So all in all, providing, yes, cost saving, but also a significant reduction in the generation of CO2. And with that being said, I want to mention that this is a solution that needs to be customized because every process is different and will require a different set of enzyme solution to be adapted to the process, basically. And so I will let Marcel explain a little bit more on our solution.
Yeah. Yeah, of course, sorry. So Lallemand is providing many solutions, and our application, we do innovation by application. So we run many application trials to screen different enzymes and to get the synergies, of course. What we are doing then, especially for clean label enzyme baking solutions, you need a robust system. So you need quite often a chain reaction of different enzymes to create what you want to have. For example, flour has many different types of lipids. So you need different lipases, for example, to create a robust system. So we have an essential tailored solution for this, what we use across the globe, and we are very successful with clean label solutions in these type of products. So energy reduction in custody rolls in a line trial with a BAKERtherm oven. What we do, there's a par bake process, and of course it tends to consume more energy, resulting in higher production costs. So low hydration formulations typically contains higher yeast levels, which cost more and are less stable, tend to collapse. So reduced baking time or temperature can jeopardize offspring, crumb structure, crust formation and collaboration. So what we do here, a BAKERtherm line has often 3 baking phases, and we try to skip 1 baking phase to reduce the baking time with 1/3. So if you look then what we need to do, we have runner line trial. First what we need to do is reduce the water from 54% to 50% of flour weight. And then you can see that the yield from the sustainable solution is less, but also what we do, the scaling weight we reduce from 70 grams per roll to 68 grams. So we get even an increased yield there. So, and the baked weight is finally the same after the par bake time. And we reduce the par bake time from 50 minutes to 10 minutes. So that's exactly the 1 tower we would like to skip. So the bake-off rate is also after 8 minutes bake is exactly the same. So what we here achieve is around 30% baking time reduction, no loss in yield. We reduce 4% less water on wheat flour, and no difference or even slightly better final product quality. And what you see here, we have as well the core temperature, and that's perfect. Yeah. So you have cooling time reduction, overall process time reduction, better crust formation, crispier after baking, and for the rest, no difference in final product quality. So here, of course, the challenge, if you look to US pan bread, which is lidded, then reduced baking time or temperature can jeopardize overspring, crumb texture, crust formation and coloration. And of course, with our essential solution, we can achieve 10 to 15% baking time reduction. So what we did here, we have run 3 different recipes. So we did one with, so you see that we reduced the water from 63 to 61% for 10% baking time reduction, from 63 to 60% water for 15% baking time reduction, and from 62 to 59% for 20% baking time reduction. So, and again, if you look then, if we reduce the scaling rate, we increase the yield, and of course the throughput later on as well, because the baking time was reduced from 90 minutes to 70 minutes, 60 minutes and 50 minutes, and the final weight is even slightly higher in this lab trial. So in general, what we have noticed here, that 20% is maybe over the top. We were not completely happy with all the results. So what we stated is 10 to 15% baking time reduction is possible in lidded pan bread. No loss in yield. 2 to 3% less water on total flour weight, and no difference in the final product quality. And here we did as well elimination of datum in this process.
Just a question, Marcel.
Yeah?
So this was a trial that was made when the pans had lids.
Yeah,
If you had no lids, like could you have maybe experienced that higher?
Yeah, we were very curious because, of course, when you have a lidded pan, the evaporation of the moistness during baking is different than you have an open top. And that's why we did this one as a more critical process. So if you can achieve a good result in a lidded bread, then it's easier. So we did as well many trials in open top.
Okay.
Also to standardize the baking time. What we did in the Netherlands on a line test, we did a white bread and a whole wheat bread. And the white bread was normally baked at 35 minutes and the white bread 30 minutes. What we did, we baked both products with less water on the same oven profile. So in Holland they make many varieties on one line. And that's of course, that you have gaps on your oven, and then you create more waste. So if you can use one oven profile for all the varieties, then you create less waste and a much easier run. This is a clean label recipe. You can take one roll if you want and test it. So this is a completely clean label recipe, what we did based on enzymes. Yeah, you share, that's okay. You don't have to, you can just have a look and feel on the crispiness, if you like that.